Hello my babies, welcome to this beautiful video. This is about elements and modalities in terms of astrological signs. So let's start it. It goes 3 by 4 or 4 by 3 and makes up 12. What I mean 3 by 4, 4 by 3. In each astrological sequence we have either 3, either 4, and you will see what I mean. We have 4 elements, starting with fire, and I will not write the words anymore, I will only write the alchemical symbols for them. The element of fire has this symbol, pointed upwards. And the triangle is basically the symbol for all elements. It's just the way it is positioned. And we also use a dash like this. This is Earth. A triangle like this facing downwards with a dash here. This is the symbol for Earth. The astrological elements have a certain order in terms of, the astrological signs have a certain order in terms of elements, and it always goes like this: fire, earth, air, water. Fire, earth, air, water. So next we've got air, and air is like this. Water is like this. What you notice here is that we have 2 triangles facing upwards, 2 triangles facing downwards. The downwards facing ones are feminine energies and the upward facing ones are masculine energies. Fire and water are somewhat opposing elements, just as much as earth and air are somewhat opposing elements. And think of it, it makes sense. Earth is the slowest moving element, air is the fastest moving element. Fire and water, need I say more about why? Fire and water are opposing but somehow counterparts. These are the elements. We have 3 modalities, and they would somehow take on the energies of the elements. The first modality we've got is Cardinal. Second modality is fixed. It's a square with a dash in it. And then it's mutable. Cardinal has the energy of initiation, of starting, of beginning, therefore the energy of fire. Fixed has the energy of earth. It's stable, it doesn't go anywhere, it doesn't want to change. It's a nurturing energy. It wants to keep what is got. And then mutable is an energy very similar to air and water. It loves change, and it's very adaptable. These are the symbols for them. Now, let's go to the astrological signs in themselves and see more in depth how this all applies. First, zodiac sign is Aries. And this is a cardinal sign. And a fire sign. This is the most fire sign, we could say so, because beside being fire is cardinal. Beside being cardinal, it is fire. Is the first, I was about to say element, is the first energy of the zodiac. Aries just loves to initiate. To begin things. And you will see there is a cardinal at the beginning of each season, and this is what makes a cardinal sign. The sign with which a season begins. We will have a cardinal, a fixed, and a mutable sign for each season. Now the next sign is Taurus. This is Earth. Fixed. And next, it's Gemini, Air. Mutable. These are the first signs of the zodiac and the signs which make up the first season, spring. Now obviously this is for the northern hemisphere, and I will only talk about the northern hemisphere. If you want to know how are the seasons and therefore the elements of the seasons in the southern hemisphere, you will count from here. From the 7th sign is the opposite. In the northern hemisphere, spring starts with Aries. In the southern hemisphere, spring will start with Libra. But sticking with the seasons as they are in the northern hemisphere, which is where the tropical astrology was formed, this is spring. So we'll have it like this. Starts with fire. It's nurtured by earth and it's changed by air. It also begins with the spring equinox here. And by the end of it, we get the summer solstice here. And the beginning of the sign, which in Latin is called Cancer, the translation of it is the crab. It's a water sign. And you see the order: fire, earth, air, water. But there are only 3 modalities. So here we've got cardinal again. As I said, the beginning of summer. The next sign is Leo. The sign which is governed by the sun. And it makes a lot of sense that the sun's sign is the midsummer sign. This is fire energy. Once again, fire, but fixed. It's a mid-season energy, so it's fixed. Then we've got Virgo, earth sign. End of season energy, so it's mutable. This is summer. Here we have the autumn equinox, and with it the beginning of a Libra season. Well, the season in itself is autumn, but whenever there's a sign season, like we've got the term of a sign season. So we've got Libra, it's air, and again Cardinal is the beginning of autumn, the beginning of a season. Then mid-autumn energy is Scorpio, water sign, and fixed. After Scorpio, and to mark the end of autumn, comes Sagittarius, another fire energy, mutable. This is the last fire energy in the zodiac, and we saw that by season it's cardinal, fixed, mutable. Different elements in a season. But now just look at one element, just look at fire. Starts with cardinal, then the next fire element is fixed, then the next fire element, and last is mutable. And you will see this applying to each element. So here we have autumn. Winter solstice here. And after winter solstice, we've got Capricorn, earth element, and cardinal, winter, the beginning of winter. The midwinter energy is Aquarius. This is air, fixed. And then the last sign of the zodiac, end of winter, is Pisces, water energy, mutable. This is winter. So here we have the wheel of the year in astrological signs. And I told you, cardinal, fixed, mutable for each season. And for each element, cardinal, fixed, mutable for earth. For earth, the order is different, but it's the same. Fixed, like it's the same because it's all of them. Fixed, mutable, cardinal. And with the way the modalities of each element are displayed, the order, you can see the nature of that element. The first modality of earth is fixed. Then it's mutable. Later on can earth change, and very hardly, very slowly, and only at last Does Earth begin something? Then we've got air. Air loves change. Air is change. Mutable. Cardinal. Fixed. It takes a very long while to see error in a fixed way. Actually, here with Aquarius being a fixed air sign, this is very typical because Aquarius has the energy of being different. And here, in terms of modalities, slightly a paradox, because Aquarius and Uranus, which is the planet ruling Aquarius, is the energy of change, drastic change, innovative change. But in terms of modality, it's a fixed sign. It's an air sign, the element which is all about change and innovation. So here we see Aquarius displaying its very unique energy of being unique. And water is like fire, starts with cardinal, then we see fixed, and then mutable, the order of the zodiac. So this is the wheel of the year. The wheel of the year by astrological seasons. As I said, we've got spring here, starting with the spring equinox, and we've got Aries, Taurus, Gemini. Then we've got summer solstice, summer, Crab, Leo, Virgo. Then autumn equinox, and autumn, Libra, Scorpio, Sagittarius. Then we've got the winter solstice, Capricorn, Aquarius, and Pisces. The astrological wheel is a wheel of wisdom, a wheel of archetypes, offering wisdom. So now you know the meaning of modalities, you know the elements, how they come. Obviously there is more to this, even experienced astrologers always have to learn, but this is the basics of what it is to know about elements and modalities, and they are closely tied to the seasons. Please do tell me how this has been like, how informative and useful it's been, how you found it. I love you so much. Stay wise, stay safe, and keep ascending. I love you.